The Philippines. A name whispered on the winds of the Pacific. An archipelago of over 7,000 islands, each a jewel in a crown of turquoise waters. But these islands hold more than just beauty. They hold stories. Stories of ancient civilizations, of fierce warriors, and of a people who fought for their freedom. Join us as we journey through the fast-paced history of the Philippines. The islands were once a bridge to a forgotten past. Long before the arrival of Western ships, early inhabitants thrived. These were skilled seafarers, navigating the vast ocean in their balangay boats. They built communities, traded with their neighbors, and left behind a legacy etched in stone and song. The early Filipinos, unbound by the limitations of their island world, forged connections across the seas. They were a people of the water, their balangay boats becoming symbols of their adventurous spirit and mastery of navigation. These vessels, with their distinctive sails billowing in the wind, carried not just goods but also culture, weaving a tapestry of influences that persist to this day. The heart of these ancient kingdoms pulsed with the rhythm of trade. Gold, pearls, and spices, the bounty of the islands, were highly sought after by their Southeast Asian neighbors. This exchange fostered a cosmopolitan outlook, with influences from India, China, and other empires leaving their mark on art, language, and belief systems. These early Filipinos were not just traders but also skilled artisans. They crafted intricate jewelry from gold, wove colorful textiles, and forged weapons of formidable strength. Their pottery, adorned with unique designs, provides a glimpse into their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. The year 1521 marked a turning point in Philippine history. Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer in the service of the Spanish crown, arrived on the islands, forever altering the course of the archipelago's destiny. Magellan's arrival, however, would prove to be a double-edged sword, ushering in an era of both profound change and enduring conflict. Magellan's quest for fame and fortune led him to claim the islands for Spain, marking the beginning of Spanish colonization. The Spanish, eager to expand their empire and spread Christianity, established a permanent presence in 1565 with the founding of Manila. This marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see the archipelago drawn into the vast network of the Spanish Empire. The Spanish galleon trade became a defining feature of this era. For over 2 centuries, these massive ships traversed the Pacific, linking Manila to Acapulco in Mexico. Silks, spices, and other treasures flowed westward, while silver and other goods traveled east. This trade brought immense wealth to the Spanish but also exposed the islands to new cultural influences. The arrival of Christianity had a profound impact on Filipino culture. The Spanish, through a combination of persuasion and coercion, converted the majority of the population to Catholicism. Churches and cathedrals, architectural marvels of their time, rose in cities and towns across the archipelago, becoming symbols of the new faith. The Spanish colonial system, however, was built on a foundation of inequality and exploitation. Filipinos were relegated to the lower rungs of society, subject to forced labor, heavy taxation, and land dispossession. Resentment towards Spanish rule grew over the centuries, fueled by the injustices inflicted upon the native population. The Filipinos, despite their conversion to Christianity, never fully surrendered their cultural identity. Indigenous traditions persisted, often blending with Catholic practices. This fusion of cultures is evident in everything from religious festivals to culinary traditions, a testament to the resilience of Filipino identity. The spirit of resistance, passed down through generations, found expression in uprisings and rebellions that challenged Spanish authority. A cry for freedom. By the late 19th century, the desire for freedom had reached a fever pitch. The writings of José Rizal, a brilliant writer and nationalist, ignited the flames of revolution. His novels, Nalimi Tanhair and El Filibusterismo, exposed the corruption and abuses of the Spanish colonial regime, inspiring a generation to fight for their rights. In 1892, Andrés Bonifacio, a fiery revolutionary leader, founded the Katipunan, a secret society dedicated to armed struggle against Spain. The Katipunans' call to arms resonated with the masses, who were tired of centuries of oppression. The Philippine Revolution had begun. The Filipinos, armed with bolos and fueled by a thirst for freedom, engaged Spanish forces in fierce battles across the archipelago. From the rice paddies of Luzon to the sugar plantations of Negros, the revolution raged. The Spanish, caught off guard by the ferocity of the uprising, found themselves on the defensive. Under a new flag. The Philippine Revolution reached a pivotal moment in June 1898 with the proclamation of Philippine independence. Emilio Aguinaldo, a young and charismatic general, emerged as a key leader of the revolution. He declared the Philippines a free and independent nation, marking a historic moment in the country's long struggle for self-determination. However, the path to true independence proved to be a treacherous one. The Spanish-American War, which had erupted in the Caribbean, spilled over into the Pacific. The United States, eager to expand its influence in Asia, saw an opportunity to assert its power in the region. The Americans, initially welcomed as liberators, soon revealed their own imperial ambitions. The Treaty of Paris, which officially ended the Spanish-American War, ceded the Philippines to the United States. This betrayal sparked a new conflict, the Philippine-American War, a brutal and bloody struggle that would last for years. A nation reborn. The Philippine-American War was a testament to the Filipinos' unwavering desire for freedom. Despite being outgunned and outnumbered, Filipino guerrillas waged a fierce resistance against American forces. The conflict left deep scars on both sides, a tragic chapter in the shared history of the two nations. The United States, despite its military victory, realized the need for a different approach. They shifted towards a policy of assimilation, seeking to integrate the Philippines into the American sphere of influence. English was introduced as the language of instruction in schools, and American cultural values began to permeate Filipino society. The first half of the 20th century saw the Philippines grapple with the complexities of American colonialism. The country experienced significant economic and social changes, with the rise of new industries and the emergence of a new middle class. However, the dream of true independence remained elusive. Growing pains of a republic. World War II brought devastation to the Philippines. The Japanese invasion in 1941 plunged the country into darkness. Manila, once a vibrant metropolis, was reduced to rubble. The Filipinos, caught in the crossfire of a global conflict, endured unimaginable suffering. Despite the hardships of occupation, the Filipinos never lost their spirit of resistance. Guerrilla units, operating in the shadows, harassed Japanese forces and provided vital intelligence to the Allies. The Battle of Leyte Gulf, a decisive naval battle in 1944, marked the beginning of the liberation of the Philippines. On July 4, 1946, the Philippines finally achieved its long-awaited independence. The United States, fulfilling its promise of self-determination, granted the Philippines its sovereignty. It was a time of both celebration and trepidation as the nation embarked on the challenging path of rebuilding and forging its own destiny. People power, people's victory. The post-independence era was marked by both progress and turmoil. The Philippines, struggling to recover from the devastation of war, faced economic challenges, political instability, and social unrest. The country grappled with issues of corruption, poverty, and inequality, legacies of its colonial past. The Marcos regime, which began in 1965, cast a long shadow over the Philippines. Ferdinand Marcos, a charismatic but ultimately authoritarian leader, declared martial law in 1972, ushering in an era of repression and human rights abuses. The economy, despite initial growth, eventually faltered, leaving millions mired in poverty. The assassination of Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr., a prominent opposition leader, in 1983 proved to be a turning point. Aquino's death sparked widespread outrage and galvanized the opposition. In 1986, millions of Filipinos took to the streets in a non-violent uprising known as the People Power Revolution, forcing Marcos to flee the country and ushering in a new era of democracy. Island nation, global future. The Philippines today is a vibrant democracy, a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. The country has made significant strides in economic development, technological advancement, and social progress. Filipinos are renowned for their warmth, hospitality, and unwavering optimism. The Philippines faces its share of challenges, including poverty, inequality, and the impacts of climate change. However, the Filipino people, with their indomitable spirit and unwavering belief in bayanihan, or community spirit, continue to strive for a brighter future. The Philippines, an archipelago shaped by its tumultuous past, stands at the cusp of a new era. Its journey, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, offers valuable lessons in resilience, hope, and the pursuit of freedom. The story of the Philippines is far from over. It is a story that continues to be written every day by the dreams, aspirations, and actions of its people.